한별튜브.
So freedom faring is getting more and more popular in not only Denmark. We have been using it for some years and been doing a lot of tests and research together with the Agricultural Research Center in Denmark, and we have come up with this solution where it's 2 meter 40 by 2 meter 40. This means that we can also build it into existing farms because we have the same measures on one of the measurements, 2 meter 40, and then when you have one row we can just make maybe 2 or 3 pens less, but we can still do it also in existing buildings. But of course, always in new buildings we can also adjust the size a little bit if it according better to the layout you have. We have the normal fairing crate. So the first
Just clear this.
The first 5 days during fairing, we close it so that we have the normal fairing crate, because otherwise we'll lose way too many piglets. That has been proven by a lot of research actually, that when we crate up the sow only the first 4 days, then we can keep the same number as we have in a normal fairing crate. After the first 5 days, then we open up again. And then now we have space so the sow can walk freely around and she can get the normal behavior and the freedom that she's wanting to have a better welfare for the sow. All the eating is done in the corner. We can do dry feed or liquid feed. Of course there's water up in the trough for the sow as well, and we can do it also with the new smart feeder, where we are just adding a little bit of feed at the time instead of giving it from a volume dispenser where you give the full portion at one time. Here we're just adding a little bit of feed every time. We have a sensor in the trough so that when it's empty it calls for more, so that actually means we have never old feed stuck into the trough. But according to the sow needs, it can just adjust the feed consumption as well.
Whoa!
There we go.
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, you should try.
Now we can clean it, yes?
Still tough.
We have a feed trough for the small piglets on the side, and of course we have the big nest so that we have lots of space for the piglets, where we also can block them so that the sow actually has peace during the first days, so she has peace for eating, and then you can block them in. The nest is just next to the passage, which means it's easy when you're walking on the passage to get to the piglets. Just you don't have to step into the pen, but you can do all the adjustments that has to be done from the outside. And then we have a heat lamp, or you have floor heating. We can have a heat lamp here, or you have floor heating for the piglets. We have a possibility of adding some straw. In Denmark it's mandatory that you need to have straw for the sows. It's coming more and more in Europe as well. So we have a straw dispenser, just fill up, and then the sow just pull out a little bit of straw at a time, because we don't want to have a lot of deep straw bedding, because that might give problems with the slurry channel and getting the slurry out of there again. So this is a well-proven system that we're using a lot now in Europe.